We will attempt to stream. We'll check the audio first. I don't know who we is, but you know. Let's double check that. We'll pop out the chat. I am going to try to play Gemstone, Gemstone IV, in particular because I am interested in it because they did the old Hercules and Xenamud. However, it's been defunct, and I'm still angry that no one ever told me about the Hercules and Xenamud. I mean, I've been alive this entire time, and I would have liked to know that. I don't know why nobody told me that there was a Hercules and Xenamud until I bought a Xena board game, and it had an advertisement for an online RPG for Xena. So, it is made by the same people as Gemstone IV, so we will try. Now, the first challenge is, why is this so small? I am in Linux, I'm running it in Wine. Why is this window so small? This one also, it has create character, but then also, this has create character. But I'm going to try it through the client so we can get a full idea of what this... Oh, wait. We have to do it through the website. Okay. I already have it here. We'll just create a... Why are these both radio buttons? Oh, okay. They're two separate selections, I thought. Okay, whatever. Oh, I could play it in the browser. Well, then why did you make me download a launcher? Okay. So we'll see setup, and, you know, it just really wants me to subscribe, but I don't know what's going on. At least Aardwolf lets me be non-binary. Here, let me show you my Aardwolf. Session aardwolf.org. I am the Musaida. I also just realized that makes it sound like my previous username, but kind of slang-like, which was ill-intended. Give me a moment, I'm going to enter my password. Okay. So, look at this score. Look, my gender. It is androgyne? Androgen? Hi, Rye. I just felt like playing some multi-user dungeons again, so we're doing this for a little bit. I am cute, says my husband. Okay, this is also kind of a small window. Gosh, okay. Let's just zoom in that way. Okay. I have not read any of the documentation because I don't even know if this will work. But, let's see. On Aardwolf, I have two of them open. I am a cleric, though I have no idea how to actually be a cleric. On Achaea, I'm a alchemist, which has been interesting, but also I'm very confused about how to play different classes in a text-based game. Do I want to be a fighting machine? Do I want to be a roguey machine? Do I want to be a wizardy machine? Do I want to be a healing machine, I assume? I can resurrect the dead. However, I don't know if I'll get good enough to ever resurrect the dead. Doop 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 doop. They have a lot of magic peoples. The secrets of magic items. The paladins. The monks. Maybe? Well, I could pick up locks. Pick locks, maybe? Is that a big aspect of doing the thing? I guess I can go for something different than my other muds. We'll see. Okay. Choose a race. Am I a human? Am I a giantman? Am I a half-elf? Am I a sylvan-kind? Am I a dark elf? Am I an elf? Am I an Alotoy? Am I a Erithian? Am I half Krolvin? Am I a burgle gnome? Am I a forest gnome? Am I a halfling? Am I a dwarf? Well, the art of tinkering, puzzles, pranks, and dirty tricks. Forest gnomes, stronger and wiser in order to survive. Great lovers of poetry and rumination. Well, what about this giantman? That seems like it would be not a great idea for a rogue. Oh, also, I guess I should pay attention to these stats. So, who's the best for roguing around? We got agility dex. Oh, that one had elf had high agility. Let's just be we could purposely be like the worst class. It could be negatives in the dexterity. Maybe halfling. Halfling seems like what we would want, so that's what we're gonna be. The bootleg hobbit. Halflings are well known for their peaceful agrarian societies. Still, it is not unusual to find a few with a lust for travel or other interests. None choose a culture. Oh. Moragian halflings, originally from the northernmost region of the steppes of the eastern Elanthea. Morganian halflings are hunter-gatherers and live nomadic lifestyles. The Bruggen halflings originally crossed the steppes and settled around the shores of a large freshwater lake they called Kestadal. It's full of lentils. No, that's not how it would be spelled if it was full of lentils. The name means Sister of the Mists. They specialize in hunting and fishing, as well as limited farming. Malgava halflings settled in the emerald rolling hills known as the Shirelands. Malgava halflings live predominantly agrarian lifestyles. Paradise halflings split off from the original three groups following the Despana Wars and migrated around the tip of the Dragonspine Mountains, eventually settling in the Icemeal Trace region. Their name roughly translates to the homeless. Paradise means the homeless. Hunter-gatherer seems the most relatable, unless I want to try to... let's keep our options open. Maybe I want to be a fisher/farmer. Oh, I can customize my appearance. Interesting. Hairstyle. Well, I don't want to be bald. So otherwise, I'm not that caring of it. For one, I don't know how to draw bald characters, I guess. I guess I could if I figured it out. What kind of halfling rogue am I? Am I a long hair halfling rogue? Am I a short hair halfling rogue? Am I a waist length? Am I very short, very long? Or the bob, the Karen haircut. I don't even know what tonsured means, so let's just do shaven head. That makes it easy. What is my hair color? Is purple an option? Russet, like a potato. Maybe we'll do russet. I do enjoy potato. Hair texture. Well, it's shaven, so it can't really be braided. We could say shaggy, like I haven't shaved my head in a while and it's all unruly, unkempt, which is kind of like my undercut right now. It's not an undercut. It's just a second layer of hair that's shorter than the first layer of hair. Hair quirks. So specific. Streaked with silver is my hair. I mean, I could try to make this look like me, but I guess it'd be long brown. Does it give me a description? Russet hair. I assume that's potato brown, right? Got them blue-gray eyes. Eye trait. Brooding. Bloodshot. Tired. Yeah, yeah. Skin color. I don't know what alabaster is. Is sallow, like, sickly looking? Sallow color? Because that's what it sounds like to me. I don't know what I'm associating it with. We're just, fair? Pasty white. Sure. Just make myself exactly like myself and not very attractive. Unless you ask my husband, who thinks I'm very cute. Nose trait. Wart tipped. Well, I think my nose is pretty normal. I don't have the webcam hooked up, otherwise I would show you my normal nose. Actually, freckled. I do have freckles. Facial features. Double chin from big fatty fat. I don't know. Haggard. Fleshy sounds kind of gross. Broad, bony, weathered. Let's say I'm weathered. And distinguishing mark. A bulging forehead. I don't know. A drooping mustache. A generous mouth. That sounds creepy. Grizzled beard. Large feet. Missing tooth. I do have a chin that juts out. So it's not receding. It's the opposite of that. Maybe a pointed chin. Does anyone really care? Thin lips. I inherited from my mother. I don't know, let's say pointed chin. Whatever, man. Average height. Does 5'5" count as average? I think so. Okay. It is me in mud form. Oh no. The stats. We can auto assign. Let's see. Yay! Well, this one. Okay. Probably not gonna need armor and shields. Assume we're gonna just be wearing leather. Maybe ranged weapons? I'll see what it considers, but okay, it's like, yes, armor and shield, but that seems weird to me. Is my points? Okay, physical points, mental points. Also, sorry if no one's in the chat, it's fine. Edged weapons, but also I would like a ranged weapon. I am kind of a wimp. Combat maneuvers, ambush, physical trading, dodging. Magic, arcane symbols. Okay. I'm a rogue. I don't care about all of this magic. Go away. Oh, okay. We got climbing, swimming, disarming traps, picking locks, stalking and hiding, perception, first aid, trading, picking pockets, and survival. So we'll just do that, unless I need to use these other skills. Okay, I guess I have leftover points, I hope. Okay. Now, are these related to my race? Are these specifically halfling names? Or Bruggen halfling names? That's what I want to know. Or we could go with my other name I'm using in Achaea. We'll just go with Moosewus. I like games that let you have a surname. Like, everyone, it'd be cool to have a surname. Okay, we created a character. I guess we can go play now. And I can also check out the desktop client, wherever it went. I was running through Wine. Oh gosh, okay, we're gonna throw this here. That's the normal zoom, so I'll just do this so we can see. Welcome to Gemstone 4, version 5.10. F2P Limbo. You are in a F2P Limbo area, a free-to-play Limbo area, I guess. For more information, type help. There are no obvious exits. Silverwood Manor courtyard. A low stone fence, capped with a domed layer of fresh snow, separates the manor from the street. Lining the rest of the courtyard are some carefully pruned juniper bushes, adding a bit of verdant green to the white, wintry surroundings. I'll just throw this over here. I don't think anyone's gonna come say hi. It's fine. A shoveled walkway leads through a pristine expanse of snow to the carved Haon door. A large gilded plaque is affixed to the wall of the rather imposing manor, and partially hidden behind a snowbank is a donation bin. You also see a mound of snow, a silver bell, with a long silken rope and a framed chalkboard. Obvious paths? Out. The world grows blurry and indistinct. After a moment, everything becomes clear again. Looking about, you see free-to-play limbo. You are in a free-to-play limbo area. Okay, so I was in a place, and then it took me to the free-to-play limbo. You have been placed here because free-to-play accounts are currently being restricted from playing the game. You can try to leave to enter the game while your account is being valid. You can also log out of Gemstone IV during this time and try back again later. Okay, can I... Okay, that's... Okay. Weird interface. Are there two scroll bars? Okay, I don't know. Well, let's look at just... see what we can do. You step forward into the ether. Again, Silverwood Manor. Low stone fence, all that, yep. An icy blue-gray sprite with slender wings flutters up to you and hovers in front of your face. The sprite says, "Hello there, I'm an ice sprite, and my name is Wiyako. If you like, I can show you around the town, teach you a thing or two, and maybe even find a way to get us into a bit of trouble." The sprite says, "So how does that sound? Would you like to go on some adventures with me?" Well, I guess so. Though, I'm still visually getting used to this UI. Character status, all blue. I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. Got an inventory. We got a /xgit /?/rput/?? in my back/r. Cool. If I click, okay. So I could also say maybe like look at sprite. You see a fairly typical ice sprite. He appears to be in good shape. He has nothing at this time. Sing to the sprite. Ba-dee-da. Oh, okay. I will accept, and we will go on the adventure. Icemeal Trace North Road. The crowd is thinned by the hour, swirling sluggishly past the entrance of an ornate stone edifice with stained glass windows, where a scattering of half-Krolvin and giantkin loiter to await a merchant's arrival. Several mages in colorful robes, all of them wearing scarves and mufflers, make their way from the west, while a few priests in more muted cassocks shuffle south towards taverns after a day of prayers. Lampposts proceed down the roadside in an alternating pattern, casting pools of honeyed light on the cobblestones. You also see a massive ice giant emissary and a stout, rosy-cheeked widow. How do I know she's a widow? Obvious paths, north, east, south, west. Let's see. Then it also has the text down here. Okay, so this is like the summary. I guess maybe I don't need that. You can click on the sprite to see a list of things you can tell it to do. The blue-gray sprite says, I thought we could talk a little bit, get acquainted and all. If you want to do that, give me a nod. If not, a shake will do, and I'll think of something else. Click on the sprite and select nod or shake head at from the RP menu. So, nod. What? Oh, okay. Roleplay. And we want to nod. The sprite yawns and wakes up. You nod to the sprite. The sprite says, "Let's talk about me first. I come from..." The sprite breaks off in mid-sentence, interrupted by the frantic arrival of a gaunt, terrified-looking man. The man spots you and stops dead in his tracks. The sprite whispers, "I wonder what he's running from. He's an odd man. You should take a look at him." You can click on the man and select look from the menu. And then also a bunch of people are moving to the west. Okay. Stout, rosy-cheeked widow hums an old melody, her gaze wandering. She ends the song with a sweet smile on her face. Can we look here? It's the same. Who? Oh, 625 players. Who here? No. Help, look. Look, help. Okay. I suppose we're going to look at the man. Okay, I don't like when menus do this when they're like loading in. There's a lot of options. Lean and gaunt, the man has a haunted look in his eyes. He wears a threadbare black cloak, and his shoes are muddy and torn. Turning to you, the emaciated man says, "They're after me. If they catch me, it's all over for me. They're determined to persecute me for my beliefs." He sighs and looks around nervously. "I'm going to hide here," he says. "Please don't let anyone know you've seen me." With one final pleading look, he melts into the shadows. The sprite whispers, "Things really are getting exciting around here. I wonder why people are after him. Let's sit down and see what happens next." Actions menu in the quick bars link. Actions. Sit. I'm sitting. A wild-eyed woman comes running in at full speed. Looking hopeful, she comes up to speak with you. The woman says, now I have to have a third voice, "I'm looking for a thin man wearing a black cloak. He set a serpent loose in our infirmary because he wanted to claim souls for his lord Lucos. We cannot let him escape." She begins to search for the man. The sprite whispers, "That sounds like the work of Lucos, all right. He feeds on the souls of the recently fallen. I can tell you more about him anytime if you're interested. Just ask me about Lucos." You can also click on the sprite and select questions from the menu. Her search fruitless, the woman turns to you. "Can you help me?" she asks. "Did you see a thin man in here?" The sprite whispers, "You can answer her by saying yes or no." You can speak by typing your message, preceded by an apostrophe. In the command entry line at the bottom of your screen, a massive ice giant emissary placidly watches his surroundings, very much at peace. So if I type ask sprite about Lucos, the sprite yawns and wakes up. The sprite says, "Lucos is the god of unending death. Unlike Lore Minstra, Lucos shows no reverence for the souls of those who have died. To him, they have two uses, either to animate one of his undead minions in his efforts to extend his power, or as sustenance for himself. Lucos's primary foods are the blood of the dead and the souls of the recently fallen." And then the stout, rosy-cheeked widow is saying the weather's not good for her bones. I don't know. I mean, from the writing, it sounds like we should help her find this man. Do I just say, like, yes? The woman nods to you. "I knew it," she says. "He must be hiding around here somewhere. Let's search for him together." The sprite whispers, "A treasure hunt, my favorite. Use search to look for hidden people and things in the room." Search. You search around for a moment, then spot the emaciated man hiding nearby. You point out his location to the wild-eyed woman. The wild-eyed woman yells, "We found him!" And 3 large men arrive. They tie the emaciated man's hands together behind his back and drag him away. Her hands clasped together, the woman turns to you. "Thank you," she says, "for helping me bring this man to justice. Followers of the Soul Eater are dangerous to everyone around them. You should be careful." She slings a small shield off her shoulder and holds it out to you. "I would be deeply honored if you would accept this gift from me." A wild-eyed woman offers you a shield. Accept or decline. The sprite bounces up and down on your shoulder and whispers, "That's a nice-looking shield, that is. But before you can accept it, you'll have to empty one of your hands. You should put either the falchion or the shield in a container, like your backpack. That's easy to do. Just stow your falchion. Then accept the offer." Sorry if I don't know how to pronounce weapons correctly. Oh, I can also drag the weapon from your right hand over to your backpack window. Oh, like here? Yeah, okay, that's not working. There's this backpack window. Look in my backpack. I don't know what the backpack window is, but so I guess I'll stow falchion. Accept the shield. Now I have 2 shields. I'm shielding it up. You're now holding a small shield emblazoned with a golden key. Oh. After shaking... Oh, wait. The woman leans over and whispers, "It is my hope that you will consider converting to the faith of Lorminstra. But wait until you are ready. It is a very serious choice to make. Be well." After shaking your hand, the woman walks away out of sight. The sprite whispers, "You can ask me about Lorminstra if you'd like to learn more about that goddess." You can also click on the sprite and select from the questions menu. Think on? Huh. Thinking is to send a private message. With a big grin, the sprite says, "Nicely done. You came out pretty well there, I'd say. That could be a very valuable shield. You might want to find a bard who's willing to lore sing to it. That's a good way to divine the secrets of mysterious items. If you want to keep it, you should register it in case it gets lost. And if it's not something you want to keep, you can always sell it at the pawn shop instead." You can register the shield by holding it in your hand and typing, "Register my shield." The sprite says, "You just give me a nod whenever you're ready to look for more trouble. Take as long as you need. I've got a great view from up here." I have registered my shield. Let's look at what else we got. Hoot. Actions. Just lay down in the middle of the street. I'm laying down. That's how I feel most of the time. Inventory. Oh. I'm holding a bunch of stuff. Character sheet. Info. Okay. Skill goals. Oh. Oh, okay. Weird. Directions. Oh. So various locations I can check out. Advice. Go to mentor, get assistance, and what is it? Platinum currency? Not platinum. What is it called? I don't buy the special currency in games very much. Premium currency. Well, that person just went east. I probably can't look at them. Cannot find Helpor. How do I figure out who is in my current location? Look. Oop. Well, I was hoping that would have more. Combat. Simu. Oh, target. I'm just laying down. You don't find it? Oh, am I like in a fight mode? Okay, well, that was unhide. What languages do I know? I know Common, Halfling, and Rogue. The language rogue. Yes, also I am a teacher, so I speak teacher. No, stop walking so fast. I want to look at one of you. Okay, well, I think I'm supposed to nod to the sprite. Nod to sprite. All set, are you? Right, time for me to think up something else for us to do. The blue-gray sprite says, why don't you go for a stroll about town? That should be entertaining, right? If you're up for it, nod to me. If exploring doesn't interest you, a simple shake of your head at me will do the trick. Nod at sprite. And I have one physical training point. I can use skill goals to do a thing. The sprite grins gleefully and says, great, now I just have to figure out where we should go. He stares up at the sky, lost in thought. Upson just arrived. Upson went east. Gilandriel just arrived. Gilandriel just went east. As the sprite thinks, a depressed young warrior wanders in wearing a sullen expression and sniffling quietly. The sprite whispers, he seems sad. Do you want to ask him if he needs help, or shall we continue on our walk? Let's, ask warrior about help. The young warrior smiles weakly and says, oh, you are a kind woman indeed. I was walking around town and, well, being inexperienced, I'm not used to handling this sword yet. If I had known better, I would have sheathed it while I was in town. The sprite says, he's right, you know. It's always smart to sheathe your weapon while in town. When you leave the gates, you can always unsheathe it to be ready for battle once more. You can use the sword icons in the combat panel to draw and put away your weapons. I don't know what the combat panel is. I mean, I'm just wielding 2 shields, so it should be fine. Why is woman? Do I look at myself? Am I woman? Look at myself. Yes. Woman. Weigh myself. I don't know. Oh, I guess that's my experience points. Wave. Dragging? Drag myself? Oh, let's see what a profile looks like. Nothing. Can I profile someone who already walked away? They're clearly like auto-walking between areas, but, you know. Okay, well, what am I doing now? Well, sheath? Yeah, I'm not holding any weapons. Oh, I guess we nod at the sprite. Possibly? No. Sheath. Oh, the young warrior says, anyway, I was walking from the pawn shop to the bank and I fell over. I tried to balance myself with my sword, but it broke, and one of the pieces cut my leg. I need to go buy myself a new sword, but I can't walk very far right now. At least not until I find an empath to heal my leg. Could you help me out? You could say yes or no. The young warrior smiles happily as he pulls 500 silvers out of his pocket and hands them to you, saying, here you are. That should be enough to cover the cost of a new sword at the weapon shop. I'll come find you after my leg has been healed. With a smile, the young warrior limps off. You can use the character sheet quick link to see how many silvers you are carrying. The sprite on your shoulder leans over and says, right, let's go get that warrior a new sword. You can get directions to places in town with the directions command. We need to go to the weapon shops, so directions weaponry. I can also click on directions. What is that? Is a person? I guess it's a person. Can I see that person's profile? No. Okay, we're going to the weaponry. It is south. We're going south. Oh, I'll have to stand up. Just still laying around. Stand up. And now, south. Icemeal Trace Town Center. A tranquil square dusted with snow sprawls beneath a sturdy mule statue, standing placidly atop a tall plinth of silver-veined black stone. The brilliance of the stars refracts through the statue, casting prismatic glints over the townsfolk nearby. Some denizens, mostly halflings, but with a scattering of other folk mixed in, chatter by a roaring bonfire, lazing on a smooth, dark stone bench, or stargazing on colorful cloaks spread out on the ground. Others mill around a burled pine message board, standing close to a colorful silver-bound barrel. You also see the Fozzie disc, a quirky river spirit that is flying around, a drake falchion, and a woven bark waste bin. Also here, Fozzie Feli Empathique, Master Komoki, Great Lady Ifa, Osvaldo Aleko. Are these people? Can I look at person? It appears to be human. Okay, gosh. So much scrolling. Now I need to go south again. Sorry, I'm just like trying to visually parse things. So we'll go south. Icemeal Trace, South Road. The silvery sheen of a statue to the north glints merrily over the heads of most passers-by. Halflings and sylvankind in the deep blue elk hide livery of the Silver Mule gaming hall rush past, messenger bags slumping against their sides as they race off to deliver letters and missives. Most of the houses and businesses to either side of the street are built from gray stone, but their doors are brightly painted with a hodgepodge of colors. An incongruous stone door frame stands off to the side of the street. I need to go to the west. And it keeps telling me. Tavern Burrow, Stout Street. A jumble of boxes is piled at the base of a tall, evergreen hedge where the Stout Street meets Barley Lane. Soft mewing from one of the boxes is almost obscured by the muffled drum beats, soft arpeggios, and muted voices lifted in song at nearby taverns. A gap in the hedge leads through a split-rail fence into the courtyard beyond. The fence and hedge end at the corner of the property, where an easily overlooked side door serves as an entrance to a nondescript building. Now we need to go west. Tavern Burrow, Ale Street. An occasional halfling walks out of the darkened cold to enter the Thirsty Penguin. A mother cat rests on the broad stone steps, sleeping in the warmth that spills through the swinging doors. From within comes the occasional roar of laughter and the clink of mugs. Let's look at this cat. The cat returns your look, twitching her tail slightly. What's the difference between look and look at? Nothing. Pet cat. Oh, I can't interrupt her in her sleeping. But we do need to go southwest. Is there a map? No, I just want to see a map. No, it wants me to control the sprite. Okay, we're going southwest. There is a sprite sitting on your shoulder. Tavern Barrow, Barley Lane. The narrow row houses along Barley Lane are taller than most of the surrounding homes. The eaves of the building are low and broad to shade their porches from the sun and keep walkways free of snow. Lampposts to either side of the road have bases etched with sheaves of barley. And now it keeps telling me to control the sprite. What do you want me to do? Yeah, we're going there, right? Just slowly. Tavern Burrow, Barley Lane. The line turns sharply north, its forward progress blocked by a low stone well. Attached to a length of frayed rope, the well's bucket has been hauled out of its depths. Its wood looks to have been dry for some time. Voices of parties heading home or to nearby taverns echo off of the brick facades of the narrow buildings to either side of the road. But the stretch is quieter than most of the surrounding district. I don't know why you... I don't know what's going on, but I want to look at this well. But... okay. Go to sleep. Okay, the sprite's on my shoulder. Okay, we're continuing to try to go to the weapons store. Still on Barley Lane. The simple design and ramshackle look of wooden boarding houses along the road suggest that the occupants belong to the borough's working class. A number of the buildings have oiled parchment tacked over their windows to block out intrusive light. A dim lantern hanging from one of the houses illuminates its front steps and casts a dusky golden pool of light into the street. We go west. Now we're in Pilsner Avenue. Winterberry hedges grow at the base of a wrought iron fence, enclosing the yard of some forging workshops located beyond a blued steel gate. The greenery helps to muffle some of the repetitive clanging of metal on metal emanating from within the workshops. A narrow alley, marked with a clever sign crafted from the top of a hogshead barrel, jags off to the northeast. Let me look at this clever sign. The sign is made of a round piece of wood marked with the indelible moisture stains. Marked with indelible moisture stains. A distinctive small circle in the middle of the sign betrays the fact that at one point it served as the end piece of a tapped hogshead. Let's go south. Still on Pilsner Avenue. In the shadow of the city's western wall stands a smithy. The door to its attached shop, propped open by an oversized claymore. White walls contrast tastefully with the dark blue trim of the windows and eaves and the sloping slate roof. Through an open window, the clang of metal on metal and the effervescent smoke of burning pine drift out onto the street. A green and gold Imflas sign identifies the shop of Dalt Wineberry, one of the richest halflings in town. Oh, okay, this is the place. Wineberry's shop. In spite of obviously recent renovations, the main room of the shop retains a faint scent of oil and smoke that is not altogether unpleasant. Several halflings wander about, polishing metal surfaces or adjusting the position of something to better catch the light. Fresh sawdust is scattered on the ground, wet footprints tracked through it here and there. You also see a large iron-bound barrel and a wooden counter with some stuff on it. You made it. I knew you could find the place. Let me wake up my sprite. I say wake up, sprite. Tell sprite, wake up. I don't know. What do we do now? We go, I guess, buy stuff. The sprite on your shoulder leans over and whispers, "Yep, this is the place, so listen carefully. Both of your hands are full, so first you'd better stow your small shield." Pointing to the wooden counter, the sprite says, "To buy the weapon, you'll need to order from the merchant. He'll show you some items, and you can select the bone-hilted iron warblade. Stow small shield. Order from merchant. Order displays the shop catalog. Order is shop catalog. All above options may be combined into a single command example. Okay, I'm just going to copy this. Boop. Okay, so we want to order one of bone-hilted iron warblade. You may order a quantity of the item, order something else, or buy this item. You ask about the price of a bone-shod dark pine rune staff. That's not what I wanted. I need the warblade. Copy. Order something else. Oh, okay. Bone hilted iron war blade, war sword. Bone hilted. Oh, there's a lot. Okay. Is this what I want? Is it the war blade? There we go. Okay. You look at the bone hilted iron war blade, 156 silvers. Buy one. Or yeah, buy one. Buy. Okay. Hands you the bone hilted iron war blade. Here's your purchase. Thanks for your patronage. The sprite on your shoulder looks at the iron war blade and says, "Yes, that's perfect. Now let's go out and find that young warrior fellow." We just exit out. You feel a sudden sense of accomplishment, as if you have just experienced something important. In the shadow of the smithy, blah de blah de blah. I still have training points. Skill goals. Like, I don't know what I'm doing enough to be doing anything. The young warrior walks in, looking much healthier. He strides over to you. The young warrior says, "Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you. Did you get it?" The sprite whispers, "You can give warblade to warrior to give the weapon to the warrior." Thank you so much. You've really helped me out a lot. This warblade is even better than my last one. I really appreciate it. The young warrior hands you 1,000 silvers and gives you a firm handshake before striding out of the room. It feels like you are learning from your experiences. The blue-gray sprite sitting on your shoulder cheerfully whispers, "Excellent work, I'd say. If you want to do something more, just give me a nod when you're ready." Okay, help topics. Just interested in what we have. Walker hurl to throw things. Invoke a okay, thrown weapon in combat. Experience. Measure of what you have learned from adventuring. Help training points. I mean, I guess we just keep going. I don't know how much tutorial there is with this sprite. Like, what I really want is a map. Like, I want to be able to see what's around. Or also, where am I? Does the score command work in this game? No. Tell sprite nod. Oops. Sprite. I will nod at you. Already, are you? What shall we do next? Spotting you, a halfling counselor halts his patrol. "Wait," he shouts. "Perhaps you can help me. I'm at my wit's end." The counselor says, "This town has been plagued by smugglers. No matter what we do, we can't seem to catch the leaders. They all know what we look like, and they scatter when they see us coming. What we need is a spy. Are you willing to aid me?" I don't know, work with the fuzz. I don't know. Sure. I mean, tutorial time. Also, did the sprite tickled my neck for no apparent reason? Kind of weird. A spark of hope shines in the counselor's eye when you agree to help. "You'll aid me," he exclaims. "This is good news indeed. I may even still have my job at the end of the day." The counselor says, "I can't pay you very much, but you'll be helping the town a great deal. What I want you to do is make your way over to the Honey Beer Inn. Go to the main room and hide. The smugglers are planning a rendezvous there soon, and I want you to gather any information you can about their next planned shipment. Once you've learned something, come back and find me. The sprite whispers, "Ew, I've always wanted to be a spy. This is great. We can use the Directions Tavern to find the Honeyberry Inn." Directions Tavern. If I do that and then I just click it, it's also going to do the same thing, right? Yeah. So we go east. I'm not going to read each direction. Oh, we still go east. I guess it just takes a few ticks to tell me where to go. Oh, we're here. The Honey Beer Inn is a homey, cheery place with low, broad eaves and two round dormer windows overlooking the street. The windows are shuttered against the night's chill, but candlelight winks through the slats. Smoke curls upwards from the stone chimney to join the darkness of night. The sounds of muffled merriment escape the door every time it opens. A standing horror beam framed slate stands out front to welcome customers. Let's go to Oak Door. The walls and ceilings are paneled in dark cherry wood, which makes the room seem smaller than it really is. Low-backed chairs upholstered with red leather seats are arranged beside a glowing brazier. The sounds of clinking mugs and low voices provide the comforting sense that refreshments are near. You also see a broad wooden staircase. Sprite says, "Hey, here we are. All you have to do now is hide. Stay still and don't say a word, or the smugglers will spot you." Okay, so go to actions and hide. I'm hiding. The sprite whispers, "Great hiding spot. They'll never see you here." Do I just hang out then? Let's sit here and wait. Can I observe without getting out of my hiding spot? Is this like spells? Reinforced shield over there. Oh, we got people now? Two men enter the room from opposite directions, glancing over their shoulders as they approach one another. The first man tucks a piece of paper into the second man's pocket and gives him a nod and slips out of the room. The second man remains where he is, making a great show of warming his hands over the brazier. Fidgeting with excitement, the sprite whispers to you, "I have an idea." The smuggler hums tunelessly as he waits for enough time to elapse before he can be on his way. The sprite whispers, "If we can get our hands on that piece of paper, we'll know exactly where the shipment is going to be. I don't think the smuggler will notice if you very carefully try to steal from him." I can click on here and steal from. You reach into the smuggler's pocket and pull out a piece of paper. Do I look at it? There appears to be something written on it. The smuggler strolls out with affected casualness. The sprite whispers, "We did it. Let's go find that counselor and show him what we've discovered. Oh, and you can probably unhide now that they're gone." Okay. You do not believe anyone noticed you slip out of hiding. So do I just exit? There's these buttons. We need to go out of this room and look around for the counselor. I went west. Half-like bartender. Oh, I can give people this piece of paper. Wave piece of... Is it in my hand? Okay, that's why it's showing up. I'm just holding this piece of paper. Oh. Wait. Okay. The halfling counselor spots you and waves. He asks, Did you find the smuggler? Where is their next shipment going to be? I did not read it, or I tried to, and it didn't work. Show. Wave piece of paper at it. Just wave the piece of paper at him. Show right to? Okay. You show your paper to the counselor. He snatches it out of your hand and reads it over, his eyes alight with excitement. The temple, he shouts. Then he looks around with embarrassment. Continuing in a quieter tone, he says, Sorry to ask you for even more help, but that would be a tremendous aid if you could go to the temple and wait for the shipment to arrive. Would you be willing to do that? The sprite whispers, Not shy about asking other folks to do his dirty work, is he? If you say yes if you're up for it, or no if you're not. Well, we're tutorializing, so let's go do it. Or should I'm supposed to say yes. The counselor appears pleased. It won't be difficult, I promise, he says. Just go to the temple and pretend like you're resting there. I'm sure they won't be suspicious. Just don't let them distract you. As soon as the goods arrive, give a hoot like an owl, and our men will storm in and arrest the brigands on the spot. I'll pay you a little more after we apprehend them, but here's something for your efforts so far. I got 200 silvers. Gotta go to the temple. Directions to the temple. Gotta go to the east. And slowly go places. Out. And north. And northeast. And east. I will say the Achaia tutorial was pretty quick, and then it kind of like set you loose on the town. With Ardwolf, you go through the whole academy thing. With Forgotten Kingdoms, you also go through like a schooling thing, which those are also fine because then I can like write everything down as I'm going. But this is a little slower than I would prefer, where everything's like really very split up, which I guess I could say no, I don't want a tutorial, but I do. I want to know what I'm doing. We're just continuing to walk. I do wish I had a map, because I don't know where I am. Am I done? Am I there? Wait, no. Or like, how far away am I from where I'm going? I don't know. I'm just wandering around as the game tells me to. I don't know if I should put something in my hand, maybe. But I don't know. Wait, okay, where am I now? I have to go to an ice ramp? Temple Burrow. Go to the temple. Let's see. Okay. Carved into the blue-white ice of the glacier, the temple reflects the best of halfling craftsmanship and design. 19 columns line the side of the foyer, creating a sense of vast distance between the entrance and the nave to the east. A central ambulatory, I don't know what an ambulatory is, paved with gray slate leads between the columns past the 36 bays, each of which is marked with the symbol of a god or goddess. Some of the bays contain small kiosks where merchants hawk religious wares. You also see an ice blue taper. I don't know what that is. The sprite whispers, Here we are. Just look like you're praying or something. I don't know. Act innocent. Oh, black-clad man arrives and looks around the room carefully, as though surveying it for later acquisition. He ambles over to you and pauses for a moment before speaking. The man says, "You don't look too busy. There's an errand I need to have run, and I can pay quite handsomely for your time. Are you interested?" The sprite whispers, "Think about this clearly. If you want to help out the smugglers, say yes. But if you want to stick to your lookout job, you better say no." I guess I'll say no. I mean, I am a rogue. Why am I should... I don't know. The man gives you an odd look and goes about his business. Suddenly, several men enter at once, each of them lugging a large crate. They set the crates down in a pile and speak quietly with the black-clad man. He peeks inside one of the crates, then hands one of the men a small sack. They vanish as quickly as they arrive. The sprite whispers, "It's the shipment. Now's the time to hoot if you still want to alert the authorities." You hoot like an owl, and the man takes off almost instantly. The halfling counselor charges in, along with a horde of others. They see the crates, but look disappointed at the lack of smugglers to arrest. Nevertheless, they fan out to the rest of the building in a careful search. The counselor inspects one of the crates personally, nodding as to what he sees. Smiling, the counselor shakes your hand. "You've done this town a great service today," he says. "We will always be in your debt. I don't have much to give you, but please take these coins. I'd say you're well on your way to becoming a solid, upstanding member of this town." The counselor gives you 300 silvers, which you quickly pocket. The counselor waves farewell as he walks away. The sprite whispers, "I think they like you here. You might even become a citizen of the town one day. But you don't want to walk around too long with coins in your pocket. You never know when there might be thieves in the shadows. I suggest you get directions to the bank. Go straight there and deposit all that silver. Then withdraw 5 in case you need to pay the gate toll. You just need to give me a nod when you're ready to continue." You feel as though your understanding of the world has increased. Nod. Hi. Oh, I guess that was supposed to be for doing the next quest instead of going to the bank. But a worried young girl enters the room, dragging the unconscious form of an even younger child. Dang. The younger child's abdomen is covered with bleeding wounds. After entering, the older girl collapses to the floor, out of breath from the effort of dragging. "Oh, should we help her? That might be interesting." Just give a nod or a shake. "I guess we should help the bleeding children." Waving to the young girl, the sprite says, "Hello, can we do anything to help?" The young girl looks up startled and quickly says, "Yes, yes, what you? My sister here was attacked by a giant rat." The sprite whispers, "It looks like she's got a nasty wound on her abdomen there. As I see it, either we could try to tend the wound, we could go to the herbalist and buy a musk ox tart, we could try to forage for herbs to help, or we could just wait and see what happens." I don't want to just wait and see what happens. I don't think I have tending skills, but we could try. The severity of the injury is beyond your skill to do anything. Okay. Ask about something? Questions? Purchase? Many towns have an herbalist shop. Also, maybe I might be able to forage. I don't know. Questions? Forage. There are a huge number of plants and other such things that you can forage for in the wilds. They don't grow everywhere, however. Some can only be found in certain climates or certain terrains. Some in certain areas, and some even only at night or in the day. Try to forage for Pothineer grass. Go outside town. I don't even know where I am at inside of town, but okay. I mean, we do need to go to the bank. Take me to the bank. So I'm going to go to the bank. Oh, ice ramp. I'm playing this mud with the mouse quite a bit for a mud. Oh, she brought her sister with her. We're just going to the bank. We'll be back. Oh, no. I just need to put this stuff in my bank account. I don't even know how much money I have. I have a lockpick. I have some tea. I think these are people. I think. I don't know. It's not completely obvious, but I think those are people. East. I guess she's just following us. Okay. Wait, where am I? I'm in the bank. Okay. Hello. How do I bank? How do I bank? Hello. Tell me. I'll speak to the bank man. Look at the bank man. Bank. Bank account. Bank transfer. Bank name. Bank deposit. I don't know how much money I have. Let's just say all. Wait, I have no contract with the Merchants Guild for this service. Wait. Send a runner with a deposit from your local bank account. I guess, okay, this is... Okay, view your current bank transfer balance. Okay. Open bank account. Help bank. Check balance. The teller thumbs through the books. I don't have an account. Yes, let's open a account, please. Open account. I don't know, dude. Teller. Help. Okay. Open bank account. Help bank. Check balance. And everyone's just strolling in and out. And I don't know what I'm doing. Help? It doesn't have help for how to open account. Bank deposit. No, bank account. Bank open. Open account. Bank account open. Yes, I know. Bank account make. I don't know, man. Gemstone IV bank account make. How? Bank. Oh, also someone was posting about bank down here. Bank. 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 I don't know how to make bank. Well, what's on my inventory? How many silvers I have? How many coin I have? How many money I have? I don't know. What are my command? Help. Advice. Okay. Well, quest. Quest list. Oh. I mean, I know I could talk to people in here, but it would be nice if I knew who was in here. Sprite, help me. Okay, let's go forage. Okay, but then the question is, how do I go outside town? Okay, we just go to a gate, I suppose. Oh man, but okay, now I'm missing the auto walking of the other muds I've played. Because going somewhere and then waiting for like the next tick to happen to get the next instruction, kind of a pain in the butt. And I keep seeing people like immediately arriving and then exiting, so I'm wondering if that's a skill that you get, or maybe if that's like a paid feature, because it does feel very monetized. And I don't know what's clear as a bell. Okay, we'll see if foraging works. Otherwise, I might call it a day for now. Plus, I also have another 10-hour workday tomorrow. Today was a 10-hour workday. Tomorrow's a 10-hour workday. And I'm just meandering around a town that I can't tell where I'm at or what commands are. Oh, here's the bleeding kids again. Oh, I found a place. Is this the outside? The north gate. Okay, now I forage. Okay. Oh, don't punch the children. Mm-hmm. Search. Sprite. Where do I go? Repeat last. Ask Sprite about forage. Ask Sprite about forage. Forage poth in near grass. Okay. How many exits are there? Gosh, okay. This is actually frustrating me compared to the other mods I've played. If I go west, am I outside? No, that's a magical burrow banshee lane. If I go east, I'm at the gate. But then I assume I don't want to go south. Because I'm doing that. There's some stairs. I just want to do things. Hello. Can I press up to do this? So, okay, right now I'm confused because I can't forage here. I don't know which way is outside of town because these both look like inside, and I'm not reading a whole lot, but I mean, I'm still next to an alley. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Will take me somewhere suitable to forage. I'm gonna eat this Sprite. Okay, we'll ask about purchasing. Herbalist shop. We got money. I don't know how to use the bank, so. Herbalist. Then we wait for another few seconds for the next instruction. Okay. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's certainly a game. I might try to look for like a Gemstone IV wiki, and maybe we can get some better ideas, or maybe there's some better guides out there. So Gemstone IV mud game wiki. Northeast. Oh man, this game is as old as I am. Well, I mean, not 4, but the entire game. Just keep going the year. Okay. Random page, style guide, new player info. Oh. There's a lot. Playing a rogue. New player guide. Race heavily affects roleplay, mechanical strengths and weaknesses. Customize your appearance. Look at this client. Look at this client. Is this the... Oh, this is the Wraith client. I did not try that out yet. I could try to open this and see if I can log in. That would be interesting. The question is, how do I log out? Go to ivy-covered building. Okay. I'm in the bake shop. I'm going to try to quit. I'm going to try to exit. Okay, that refreshed that. I do want to see if we can log in here. Nope. Couldn't open Simu PIM file. Secure socket error handshake. Oh. Nope. Okay. Never mind. No Windows client for me. This was the screen I was on. How do I get back into the game? Play now. Okay. I do enjoy a good desktop client. Buttons. Like, look at this. Look at this stylishness versus this. This also important. Upgrade your gemstone experience. Or do you make your interface better? Do you make the instructions easier? A dull tingle forms in the back of your mind as you become more aware of undefined. The world around you, undefined. The ghost of Ardenan, Terrace, undefined. And then there's also text below that I cannot read. Help, Rayazer. We is on the way. Undefined. Peyote says, I'm not sure I can get der. I have day pass though, undefined. Look at sprite. Okay, now what if I zoom? Maybe I could do that. Okay. Well, we appear to be in the place to purchase the thing. How do I ask him what to do again? Questions. Purchase. Shop? Shop policy. Read this now. Shop claim will let you set up shop in the room you're in. I don't want to do that. I just want to buy something. Shop directory or shop browse. Shop browse. In the shop that I'm currently at. Where else? What? Displays the shop which are open for business in the specified town. Shop directory. I'm in the something shop. This is the herbalist shop. Shop directory tab. I don't even know what town I'm in. Town. Where am I? Okay. Character information. I'm not even to combat yet. No, I just need help. Storylines? Or I need a list of commands. That's what I would like, is a list of typable commands. But I could read the 1996 storyline if I wanted to. Random page. Covert creatures. Mechanics. Guides. New player bullet guide. Bullet guide. I'm not even fighting yet. I just need to know how to buy things from a shop, where I'm at, what the map is, if I can quick walk to places, how to forage, how to get out of the town. This is too much information. I don't know what I'm looking at. I know I can ask a person, but also, like, other mods I've played, you could just do things like, where am I? I mean, I look, but how do I buy roleplay? Oh. Describe. And then nothing. Why have the option if the option has not even a generic response? I'm gonna store item, swap item, stand, ready movement. I'm just gonna lie down. Store, shop. I guess there is a help channel for people to talk to. Map. Gemstone IV game map. List of maps. Realm map. But where am I? I don't know. I mean, would it say under halflings information? Here, races and cultures. Oh, there's also a towns and a maps over here. I am a burgle gnome? I think. I'm a type of gnome. No, I'm a halfling. I'm a Bruggen halfling, right? Am I in Waynemer's Landing? Bruggen, right? Click. Hi, kitty cat. Lake Kestadal, I guess. So let's look over here. Starter towns. Halfling settlement. I think. I don't know. It seems very icy here. Oh gosh, okay. I was at the North Gate, but I didn't seem to be able to leave. I am currently at famed baker Ma Leaftoe. Leaftoe's Health and Bake Shop. Yes, I know, Luna. I feel the same way. There's the Thirsty Penguin. Honey Beer Road, Porter Street, Barley Lane. Okay, shops. What's wrong, Luna? Citizen verbs. Hunting, politics, features. Okay, maps. I mean, I guess I don't need that now. Inventory, EXP, info. Info. There's my info. Skills, health, look, name, profile, name. Verbs, look, go, analyze room, direction, look. Blah. Shopter. No. How to bank, how to shop. I don't know. Hello, Mother Leaf Toe. Curtsy. I gotta stand up first. That's what my life is like. I am standing. Okay. You. I'm going to curtsy at you. She says nothing. Speak to. Nothing. Describe. Look. She has nothing at this time. Okay. Shop. Shop. Browse. Shop directory is the businesses. I guess I'm in Ice Mule. Shop directory, ice mule, trace. Luna, are you okay? It's actually a little hard to read with the white underline with the blue text, but we're at the herbalists. Ma potato herbalist. Something. Can I control F? That's not going to work out. Leaf toe. Highlight all leaf. Okay, it's not showing up in there. Magic shop, weaponry, combat gear, magic shop, outfitting, general outfitting. I don't see herbalists as far as I can tell. Are these player shops? I don't know. I'm in a location. Purchase things. This seems more like a player shop command. But I want to know how to buy from NPC. Or maybe I just use the purchase command. Sprite. Sprite. Question. Purchase. To get directions to the herbalist shop, click on directions. Select the herbalist shop from the list provided. I am here. How buy herbs? Buy herb. Or order herb? Order. Okay. God freaking freak. Okay. I need a thing. Was it the lichen tart? No, there's more tarts. What was I? Musk ox tart? Sprite. Wait, purchase for you wanted me to get a poplar grass. What if I just buy one of everything? Order. Okay. I don't remember what I wanted, but we're just gonna order. Did I buy it? I can't tell. Order 1. Did I buy it? Order 1? Oh, buy. And then it's hard to read. Okay, what about the lichen tart? I'm wondering if when she says, not sure why I would even bother selling that to you at any price, if that means it's not what I need. But also none of this looks familiar. This one, she just says take it or leave it. Oh, for butt's sake. So what if I'm carrying a thing in my hand? Don't make me freaking disequip, unequip all this stuff. Sheath my iceberry tart. Stow it. Bye. I got a thing. Where's the bleeding children? Bleeding children, where are you? I have purchased a thing of questionable usefulness. And it's not in my quest list, so I don't know how to track it. I have to keep scrolling up to the sprite. Sprite, where are you? Questions. Tend. Where is the children's? Oh, there she is. Okay. Can I give... Wait. I have frog porridge. Would you like a frog porridge? Why is that an option if I can't do anything? Give porridge to child. Oh, something else happened. Oh. Oh God. The severity of the injuries. The wounded child wheezes once, then quietly stops breathing. The young girl wails, "Oh no, my poor sister, I must go find a cleric." She rushes out of the room. The sprite on your shoulder whispers, "We should life keep her using a white flask. Life keeping is a spell which keeps a soul from departing from the body it belongs to, allowing greater time to find someone to perform a resurrection." Oh, it gave it to me? Okay. Pour flask. You can use that by pouring it into things. Is it... Do I stow that? White flask. Child. Pour. Pour flask in. You pour it from the white flask. Luminescent web briefly forms around the wounded child and fades into the body. I have 5 doses left. I don't know what's going on. Am I just waiting around for the next tick action? Stare. The older girl rushes in with a cleric, falling quickly behind. The girl indicates the wounded child. Cleric murmurs some magical words and gestures to the child. The silver thread connecting an elder, well-dressed cleric and a young, wounded child appears, then quickly fades into invisibility. And then I wait some more. I wonder if you pay and subscribe if you get faster response times. A sprite on your shoulder whispers. The practice around here is to tip clerics. Give cleric... This isn't even my kid. Give cleric a tart. Give tart to cleric. I don't know, man. Ugh. Okay. Wounded child gave me a wooden pink thing. My hands are full. I can't possibly put anything else around. I can't, do 2 things at once and, like, clear my hands and then put another thing in my hands. I accepted this offer. What if I give this to the cleric? Is the cleric just gone? I don't even know who's in this current location. Okay. Do I just put this on? I'll wear it. A dim aura surrounds me for being really bad at healing children. I've done it. I have succeeded in life. I'm tired. I'm gonna go the fuck to sleep. Okay, bye. Don't talk to me anymore, Sprite. I'm leaving. Well, that was an exciting adventure of Gemstone. I guess I have it bookmarked. I could try it again later. But honestly, I was having a much better time with Achaea. And then my Aardwolf. My main game. Yeah, I'm going to brush my teeth and go to bed.